Christmas! And welcome to today's bloggy thingy. Take 4. Anyway, today's bloggy thing is going to be done in a slightly different way. I will explain it, but I don't know what I've already told you and what I haven't. You see, one frequently recurring theme of these blogs seems to be utter failure, and the failure of my most recent blog was that it didn't upload. Annoying, as it was a pretty good blog, you know, really well edited, just not particularly well saved. You know, I always thought that the word recurring was spelt reoccurring, and I always pronounce it like that, even though it's recurring. FYI fact, not that I like using things like FYI, I like Twiglets, and I was eating them whilst writing this, so I just have to say, My finger cut itself again, and it bled to the extent that I had to add a Disney princess plaster to it. I also got a smudge of blood on my face, but it's not there anymore, so there's no point in showing you. It matches my plaster. I am now unzipping my jumper, because look, oh, I have my new Christmassy Doctor Who t-shirt on. It's meant to look like a knitted jumper but with Doctor Who things on it, and I accidentally bought it in the boys like shape, so it's a bit baggy. Also, I met Richard Osman off Pointless yesterday, and he signed my ideas book for me, and he signed it from your Pointless friend and then his signature. Did you know he is genuinely 6'7" tall? So I was like standing here like this, looking up at him like, will you give me your autograph, please? Anyway, enough with the bloody blahs. Let's get on with the show. So, hello and welcome to my inventing/rehearsing room, or the bathroom as it is formerly known. I've literally had to wedge my camera inside a very full cupboard. OMG, like, right, basically, so underneath where the camera is, there's like this giant hole in the bathroom floor. Long story as to how it got there, but it's something to do with an insurance claim that went wrong, meaning this entire bathroom is going to be very, very different very soon. Anyway, I'm still bloody blaring, aren't I? So, anyhow, off we go with take 1. So, the other evening, I was feeling a bit inspired and positive, yet annoyed because my sister was on Skype again. I came up with a new word/concept/idea, lots of slashes in this, aren't there? Now this thing is called the Cringosphere, and is basically any public or private area that holds more than 2 dads within it. Now these 2 dads have to belong to at least 2 different people. So to clarify that, if you have a dad and you also have a stepdad, and they're on civil terms so happen to be at the same party, that would not be a cringosphere. It would just be family. Sorry. The same if you were with your brother or sister, or in any other situation that involved 2 dads with the same kids. Every time I practice this in my head or out loud, it sounds either awkward or completely ridiculous for some reason. Don't know why. Now, you may think that all dads are cringy, but they are. Now, we've just had Christmas, you know, a big family period in which dads and uncles and grandpas and meet and chat and eat and speak and attempt to make lots of very unfunny jokes. It is also likely that in some situations, due to a large intake of mulled wine and eggnog, they may have had an attempt at dancing too. Everyone knows that dads cannot dance. So, of course, this phrase could be used to describe any situation that is slightly awkward or embarrassing. I mean, no word only has one meaning nowadays, do they? I mean, yeah, this blog is sick, but then so is The Guy in 50/50, which is the film I just watched. So I do hope that this really catches on. So, you know, start using it as an adjective, like, OMG, that party was such a cringosphere. You know, like if you accidentally get off with your ex at a party or something. I mean, I don't know what embarrassing things happen to teenagers because I spend every single Saturday night doing this and watching films with my mum. Anyway, I hope to see you soon in a new, unfortunately very white bathroom. And in the meantime, use the comment box below to tell me about any of your new words, and I'll see if I can fit them in somewhere in this blog or in my written one. You never know. That's it. It is usually a lot, like it's more over here, but the camera can't quite see that, and it's a more flamboyant and jumping and pulling faces and things, but I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah. My cat's not asking for water, and I'm sitting on the sink, so I guess that's the hint that I should switch this off now. Goodbye for now. Take 5. Now, before I go, I just want to ask one thing. You see, that was a very difficult and dangerous task that I just performed. As I previously mentioned, I don't have a tripod, which means when it comes to blogging, I'm limited to either standing in front of a shelf, not being able to use my hands, or risking the life of my camera. Therefore, if anyone knows of a good transportable tripod of a reasonable price, please let me know in the comments below, and I would just be eternally grateful. So, thank you, give me a likes button below, and goodbye. And a partridge in a pear tree, booyah!